What's up, everybody, and welcome to this, I think, Python tutorial number 6. And today I will be talking about user input. So, what's user input? User input is actually something that, let's say, you put a code and you ask the user for something so the program can run. Let's say you ask the user for a number and then you multiply the number by 2. So let's open up your IDLE, and if you didn't install Python IDLE, go check my first video. And yeah, go check my first video. So open that up, and the IDLE. I'm not going to go into the code editors. I'm just gonna go in the IDLE because it's much easier and not much easier, but much more simple for you guys. So yeah, okay. And also I made this thing, all right, in Arduino, and it's like a color sensor. So let me show you two things. All right, so here's the color sensor right here. I don't think, yeah, there you go. This is the color sensor, and it detects the colors that you put in front of it. And then there's this LED right here. Trying to show you guys the LED. There's a ping pong ball over it, so you can see the colors much more easier. So if you like Arduino, just stay tuned for more videos, and we will go in on how to do this. So I messed up the wires. All right, so let's get started. And just move this. All right, let's get started on user input. So what's user input? How do you make a user input? So it's input. That's what it is. It takes parameters. So then you put this, and what you put inside is what's the question you're gonna ask. So let's say you want to take a number and multiply it by you want to multiply that number by 2. So you say, what number do you what number do you want to multiply by 2? And then I'm gonna put a colon and a space so that when the user answers, their answer is not stuck to the question. There you go. So enter that, and then what number do you want to multiply by 2? And let's say I want to multiply 9, and then nothing's gonna happen. But why? First of all, because we didn't put anything to happen. We just put a question. What do you want to multiply by 2? It puts 9, and that's it. That's all it does. So we're gonna program that. And second of all, why does it return 9 with 2 of those colons, right? Why does it do that? Because it thinks it's a string. Okay. So how do you specify if it's a int or a float? Well, just do this int input, and then let me just take this, copy that, paste it in, close that, and then something. Oh, I forgot another parenthesis. All right. What number do you want to multiply by 2? 9, and then 9 without those, because if you I forgot something. I forgot to show you the type, because that's the proof that it thinks this is a string. So if I show you this, again, I'm gonna put this, paste it in, and then I type in type, which is another function in Python, and then it's gonna give me the type of the input. 9 class string, and then if I put the type of the int here, type int, what number do you want to multiply by 2? And it can be class integer. So now, why is this important? Because let's say you want to multiply by 2, it's gonna do 9, the string multiplied by 2. What's that? What does that do? It takes 9, it doesn't multiply by 2, it multiplies the string by 2, so it's gonna be 9, 9. Because the string multiplied by 2 is 9, 9. And if the integer was multiplied by 2, it would be 18. But, so let's see this in place, okay? So let's put the string, take the string, and I'm going to assign it to a variable. So I'm going to call this variable num. I'm going to call it num. Then paste it in. No, remove the type. This. And then what number do you want to multiply by 2? What number do you want to multiply by 2? 9. Now it doesn't return the number. So now I could use the variable num. So let's say I go num times 2. 99, like I told you, or 99, because this is the string. Num is a string because you didn't specify what you wanted. So if you put 9, it's not going to say, oh, 9 is an integer. It's going to say 9 is a string because 9, you didn't specify what it was. So it takes the string 9 with the quotes, and then it takes another string 9 with the quotes, and it puts them together, which is 99. So now let me create num. I'm gonna reassign num, and this time I'm gonna specify int. And then what number do you want to multiply by 2? 9. Num times 2 to 18. So that's how you do it. Now I'm going to show you another function. All right, it's called eval. So what it does is you can do like a little program, a little program that calculates mathematical functions with Python. So let's create one. What should I call it? So let me call it math. All right, math is equal to eval input. By the way, this is how you assign eval. So eval input, and I'm going to put what mathematical operation do you want to solve? All right, and then put this. No, put this here like this. Put a space, and now what mathematical operation do you want to solve or resolve? Or solve is fine. What mathematical operation do you want to solve? So 2 plus 0 minus 3, and then math minus 1. Now why did I have to call math? Because it's a variable. So if you want the answer directly, just remove the variable, put it here, eval input, hit it, and now 8 times 2 minus 5, 11. So that's directly. So that's the eval function, and you can do it whatever you want. So now let's say I want to ask the user 2 inputs. Okay, 2 variables, 2 inputs, and we're going to add them together without the eval function. So I'm going to ask them 2 stuff. So I could ask them their first name, last name, and then say print out um, your name, your full name is this. But maybe you might ask, I don't know, but maybe you might ask, what's the difference between print and input? Because print, it doesn't ask you anything. So if you say mathematical option do you want to resolve, put quotes, and then you can't answer it. You type in and it doesn't let you answer. It just prints out what you put inside. So that's what's the difference between print and input. So now let me just restart the shell. Reset shell. There you go. Now can I scroll down? Anyways, just go like this. All right. So now what am I gonna do is first name. I'm gonna call this first name. Actually, I'm not gonna do this. First name like this. So first name is gonna be equal to input because it's a string, right? The first name is a string. It's not a number. You can't. Your first name is not 91. And that's a weird first name. All right. So input, and what is your first name? First name. Boom, 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 boom. And then what is your first name? And then my first name is Marco. Alright. And then last name is equal to input. What is your last name? Alright. And then what is your last name? I'm gonna put Marty McFly. Yeah. Okay, now you can put Now let's print out to the screen. Your full name is, and then we're gonna put Marco Muddy McFly. Print, and then I'm gonna put your full name is, and then put this, and then like this. So this is how you put a variable and a string in one print. So first of all, you put the string or whatever you want. Let's say you want to start with the variable, so put the variable without quotes because it's gonna think it's a string. So now I close the quotes and I put a comma, and then in the comma I'm going to put what's the no it's first name. The variable is first name, and then um, I could put last name. Close this. Your full name is Marco Muddy McFly. All right. So why is there two spaces here? So I just got this out of the way. All right. So why is there two space? What happened? Okay. So why is there two spaces there? It's because I put one here and it puts one directly when you put a comma. So let's just remove one, put it there, and then remove the space. And then here you go. It works. So yeah, that's how you put it one input. And the next video, okay, it's going to be a long video. It's going to talk about indentation and if statements, if statements and else statements. And you can do bunches of games with that, but like Hangman. I already did Hangman. I already did a tic-tac-toe game, but that's going to be on my GitHub. Uh, Also, I haven't linked anything, so I think in each video I'm gonna start linking my GitHub. I don't know why, but maybe we start like doing big codes, and you could just copy from my GitHub. I'm going to put if we have big codes, not like now, now it's a small code you can follow easily, but maybe later on in future videos I'm gonna do big codes like a tic-tac-toe game. I already did a tic-tac-toe game, and I'm gonna link my GitHub there, and you could copy the code because yes, I did put the code in my GitHub, and I think I have like 5 repositories. So also I could do a video explaining what is GitHub and how to work on GitHub because it's very important. Let's say you want a future job and the job asks you what projects did you do. Well, on GitHub it's very easy. You have all of your repositories. Right now I think I have like 5. It's not that much, but I'm starting out. So yeah. Also like and subscribe for more, share the video, and I'll leave the GitHub in the description, alright? I'll see you guys later.